Want to turn an issue into a Confluence page? It's possible with Elements published to Confluence. Let's see how you can turn your Jira issue into a Confluence page. So here is an incident issue that's been resolved, and we want to create a postmortem. We'll open the Action menu and select Publish to Confluence. We'll wait to select the recipe we want to use. Here, create a postmortem. On the next screen, we can see that the Confluence space and parent page have already been configured, and we have this handy dynamic page title that's been pre-filled. Click Submit and wait a few seconds, and then the new page has been created. If we click on the parent page, we can go find the new postmortem just created. You can see that the key information needed from the issue is already on the page, so your team can then move on to discussing the 5 whys and lessons learned. Now if we go back and refresh the issue, we can see that there's a link to the page from the Jira issue. So here we are in the Elements Published to Confluence admin, and we can click on recipes and see that there are a couple of recipes already configured, and we're going to look at the one we just used, create a postmortem. So the first thing we see is a summary of what's configured. So we'll only see this recipe if we're in the Tellurian Support Desk project and if the issue is an incident or problem that's resolved. And if you want to make the recipe even more precise, you could add additional criteria with JQL, for example, a priority or a custom field value. And underneath, we can see where the page will be created, and then the recipe status. So we can take a look at the Source tab with the pre-selected project and the option to select pre-select issue types as well. And I will point out that there is a configuration tester so that you can search for issues matching the conditions that you've created for this recipe. So 9 issues match these criteria. So we'll go on to the Target tab. So we'll see that the space and parent page are already set. So for information, you can only publish to Confluence instance that's part of the same site as your Jira. So we can also make the option, activate the option to create a link in the source issue, as well as choose an author to publish your page on behalf of. So now we can go on to the Content tab. This is where it gets fun. This is where you get to design your page. So remember I mentioned that there was a dynamic title? Well, this is where you can modify it. So I can just delete that. And if I want to add in some reference from the issue, I just go and select, or I can start typing, and it will autocomplete. I want to insert the summary, click on insert, and there you go. Really easy to create a dynamic title. And here in the template, you can add all kinds of things. And you can also activate if you want attachments or labels from your issue to be added to your page. Now, the last thing we'll take a look at is the triggers. You can customize where recipes are available. You can choose if they're only available in the selection dialog, which is what we saw, or if you want them only available for workflow post functions. And then you can also choose if you want recipes to be able to be triggered by JSM customers. So if it's a new recipe, you just need to activate it, but that's it. No coding or scripting, just drop down fields and regular formatting.